Chapter.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a chiropractic student here at the University of South Wales, and today I'm going to show you around the Chiropractic Clinic at the university, which offers a range of services for the public. It also gives students like me the opportunity to gain hands-on experience treating and managing these patients. These patients may present to us with a range of different conditions, such as chronic low back pain or other issues with their joints or muscles. Clinical services here are overseen by registered chiropractors and delivered by student clinicians like me. These students have undergone initial training before entering a 13-month placement. As part of this placement, student clinicians carry out every aspect of patient care. Patients on their first time visiting the clinic will undergo an initial consultation. This initial consultation will give the student clinicians an opportunity to discuss and assess the issues presented, as well as taking a case history. Whilst the clinic consists of 20 treatment rooms to support the chiropractic services, the clinic also has a range of specialist suites and diagnostic units. These include a digital X-ray suite, a diagnostic ultrasound unit, DEXA scanning unit, and MRI facilities. Our DEXA scanning service offers a full body composition and bone density scan. Our ultrasound scans use high frequency sound waves to create images of internal anatomy. These services are all aimed to help diagnose, assess, and advise us on treatment options. Initial consultations that students will conduct includes a physical examination and general health check. This physical examination includes a variety of tests such as range of motion, orthopedic testing, and neurological testing. This allows us as student clinicians to build a better perspective of the patient's condition and work towards a diagnosis. Once a patient has been fully assessed and an initial consultation has been conducted, it's the student clinician's responsibility to write up and develop a case file and treatment plan. The treatment utilised by student clinicians will be bespoke for each patient, but may well include massage therapy, trigger point therapy, and manipulations. The student clinicians have been trained to confidently deliver and perform these treatments under expert supervision. Student clinicians often advise for rehab exercises to be done both at home and in the clinic. These rehab exercises help the patient to improve their function and return to a full, active life. Here we are back at the Chiropractic Clinic reception. I hope you've enjoyed joining me today and getting a real feel for the clinical training and services on offer. If you'd like to find out any more about the clinic or about the chiropractic degree, then please go to the university's website. Thank you for joining me, and I'll hopefully see you soon.
So on the education course, we get a variety of placements every year. First year we went to primary schools. This year I'm on an alternative placement, which is at Green Meadow Farm. And next year we get the opportunity to choose where we want to go.
We offer students the opportunity to experience experiential learning outside of the classroom environment, outdoor learning and varied activities that is different from a school-based setting.
I'm on placement here at Green Meadow Community Farm as an educator assistant, where we set up activities for visiting schools.
From my experience working on a farm with the animals, has been amazing. When the children do come in, they are allowed to obviously be with the animals, pet the animals. Some of my experiences on this farm have been little tours that we do with the children, where they learn about the importance of animals, where our food comes from and what they do for the environment.
We go from placements to primary schools and to alternative settings such as the farm. It's just given me more of a variety and more of an option for when I graduate.
The university students are brilliant, they're very professional and they've brought lots of the information that they've learned at university to the farm, which has helped them run the activities for the school children. So it helps the children bring learning to life while they're here at the farm.
I like the idea of becoming an educator in an alternative setting compared to a teacher, because it gives you more opportunity to be creative and express learning in a different way.
You can't teach experience. Being hands-on will be very valuable for my future.
I would say to anyone taking a university degree to get out there and do lots of experience in different areas, because it gives you the experience then when you're looking for a job that employers are looking for.
For me, making images is not about myself, it's about exposing the truth in its wildest context. I want to make images that tell stories or insights into lives of other communities. The diverse landscape of South Wales is unique in its own way, from its gritty infrastructure and its rolling valleys, which contrast each other. As well as the city centre with its vibrant characters, there's really something for everyone to discover. My creative process is a very hands-on approach. I like to go out in person, finding locations, meeting people on the street, knocking on people's doors, and being very curious and open-minded to where those interactions lead me. When documenting people from all different communities, it's very important to have a trust and understanding. I feel it's our responsibility to have an ethical approach in terms of representing the individual in the truest way. Studying at USW has opened so many doors for me in terms of working commercially as well as on individual personal projects. You're encouraged to go out and experiment and to have creative freedom with your practice. The course is renowned for being the UK's best documentary photography course. What really sold it for me is the alumni it produces, the incredible talent that have inspired me, that have come through the same educational programme straight into work, as well as the fantastic lectures and resources. In the future, I would love to work for a photography agency to make a career from what I love to do and my passion.
Darbar raddedigion. A wanewch chi aros yn y sedd a neilltuoedd ar eich cyfer, os gwelwch yn dda. Graduands, please ensure you remain in your allocated seats. Thank you.
Ffrindiau a gwesteion, ar ran ein darpar raddedigion a'n staff, hoffem estyn croeso cynnes i chi i Brifysgol De Cymru. Mae heddiw yn ddiwrnod arbennig iawn, ac rydym wrth ein boddau eich bod chi, fel teulu a ffrindiau, yn gallu rhannu'r achlysur gyda ni. Friends and guests, on behalf of our graduates and staff, I would like to extend an extremely warm welcome to you to the University of South Wales. This is a very special day, and we are delighted that you, as family and friends, are able to share in this occasion. Pan wnaethoch gasglu eich tocynnau, rhoddwyd 2 lyfryn seremoni i chi. Mae un yn darparu'r cefndir ar gyfer y seremoniau graddio, a'r llall yn dangos trefn y diwrnod ac enwau'r myfyrwyr sy'n graddio yn y seremoni hon. Gobeithio na byddwch yn mwynhau'r llyfrynau ac y byddant yn werthfawr i gofio'r diwrnod arbennig hwn. When collecting your tickets, you were given 2 ceremony brochures. One provides background to the graduation ceremonies, and the other shows the running order of the proceedings and the names of the students graduating in this ceremony. We hope you will enjoy the brochures and that they will be a valuable souvenir of this special day. Bydd y seremoni'n dechrau pan fydd yr orymdaith academaidd yn dod i mewn i'r neuadd. Ond, cyn iddyn nhw ymuno â chi, mae angen i mi nodi rhai pwyntiau pwysig. Ein cais holl bwysig cyntaf yw eich bod yn diffodd eich ffonau symudol os gwelwch yn dda, ac yn sicrhau ei bod wedi diffodd trwy gydol y seremoni. Nid ydym yn disgwyl unrhyw larymau tân neu argyfyngau heddiw, fodd bynnag, os oes angen gwacau'r neuadd, gadewch trwy ddilyn yr arwyddion ar gyfer yr allanfeydd tân. Os oes angen unrhyw gymorth arnoch yn ystod y seremoni, mae ein stiwardiaid yma i gynnig help llaw. The ceremony will commence when the academic procession enters the hall. But before they join you, it falls to me to give you some important information. Our first and very important request, please can you make sure that all mobile phones are switched off throughout the ceremony. We are not expecting any fire alarms or any emergencies today. However, should you need to evacuate, then please leave via the fire exits which are marked in the hall. Additionally, should you require any support during the course of the ceremony, our stewards are on hand to assist. Hanner ffordd trwy gyflwyno'r dyfarniadau'r myfyrwyr, bydd egwyl gerddorol fer a pherfformiad gan offerynwyr o Goleg Brenhinol Cerdd a Drama Cymru. Mae'r perfformiad yn rhan o'r seremoni, felly arhoswch yn eich seddau os gwelwch yn dda. Ar ddiwedd y seremoni, peidiwch â chodi o'ch sedd nes bod ein graddedigion a'r orymdaith academaidd wedi gadael y neuadd. Cewch eich tywys i'r allanfa agosaf, lle gallwch gwrdd â'r graddedigion y tu allan. Halfway through the presentation of awards to the students, there will be a short musical interlude performed by instrumentalists from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. This performance is part of the ceremony, so please remain in your seats. At the end of the ceremony, please do not leave your seats until both our graduates and the academic procession have left the hall. You will then be guided through the nearest exit, where you will be able to meet up with our graduates outside. I gloi, rydych chi, ein myfyrwyr, wedi gweithio'n galed i gyrraedd yma heddiw. Llongyfarchiadau. Mwynhewch y seremoni a gweddill y dathliadau. Finally, you, our students, have worked hard to get here today. Congratulations. Please enjoy the ceremony and the rest of the celebrations.
Darpar raddedigion a gwesteion, a newch chi sefyll ar gyfer yr orymdaith academaidd os gwelwch yn dda. Graduands and guests, please be upstanding for the academic procession.
By the powers vested in me as Chancellor, I declare this congregation open for the awarding of degrees and diplomas of the University of South Wales. And I would now like to invite our Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Donna Whitehead, to speak. Please be seated.
Pro-Chancellor, graduands, honoured guests, congregation, croeso mawr I chi gyd. At last, we arrive at this day. It's been such a long wait, and you are all most welcome. Today is an important day. It's a chance to celebrate your achievements, to bring a symbolic close to your endeavour to achieve your qualifications, and for us, as a university, to welcome you into our community of graduates. We are always immensely proud to do that, and each year, this is the day that we all look forward to the most. But this year is different. For the last 2 years, our day-to-day routines and interactions have been turned on their heads. Our ability to be human to our fullest extent, to see each other and share the joys and challenges of our personal journeys has been stressed and tested. So much has been uncertain, and so much of our normal life locked down. Throughout that time, we endeavoured to be a source of constancy when so much else was uncertain. We gave each other structure, classes to attend, even if they were virtual, schedules and deadlines to meet, assignments to hand in, and exams to take. A reason to keep going and move forwards. We were able to do this because our roots as a university are strong. In our purpose, to prepare you for the world outside the walls of our campuses and to give you opportunity. And since the establishment of our founding institution in the 1860s here in Newport, to use education to solve the scientific and social challenges of the day. With such a constant purpose, this university has prospered through periods of significant social change, periods of global conflict, and now a global pandemic. And through that, we have added to the ability of our region, nation, and our international community to remain resilient and prosper on the basis of the talent that we produce and the research that we undertake. Your story of university life has been different. It may not always have been what we collectively expected or even wished for, but it's certainly been memorable. And despite all of that, you've all done it. You completed your awards in perhaps the most difficult circumstances experienced by any graduates ever. And that is testament to your tenacity, resilience, and your ability. It is those qualities and your qualifications that you are now taking into your own careers and lives. You are making your own mark on the world like thousands of USW graduates who've come before you. You will always be part of our USW family. We want you to stay in touch and tell us about all of the incredible things that you get up to in your lives and careers. As we begin this wonderful ceremony, I'd like you to remember 3 things. The first, today is your chance to celebrate your achievement. Second, your achievement is down to your hard work and tenacity. And third, and most importantly, we are all incredibly proud of you. Da iawn chi. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you and well done.
Gadewch iddo fod yn hysbys i aelodau'r brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yma'n bresennol y cynhelir cynulliad o Brifysgol De Cymru yn Ninas Casnewydd ar y 6 o Ebrill 2022. Heddiw, anrhydeddwn ysgolheigion sydd wedi profi drwy ei deallusrwydd a'i hymdrech ysgolheigaidd ei bod yn gymwys i gael ei derbyn ar gyfer graddau a chymwysterau'r brifysgol. Drwy anrhydeddu ei cyrheiddiad, gadewch i'r rheini sydd yma'n bresennol gydnabod ei hymrwymiad a dathlu ei llwyddiant. Buddsodwn ein gobeithion yn disgwyliadau ynddynt gan obeithio y byddant yn rhoi eu talent a'i disg ger bron ei proffesiwn a'n cymunedau. Hyderwn y byddant yn cyfrannu at ddyfodol ein cymdeithas gydag anrhydedd a chlod.
Let it be known by members of the University and all here present that Congregation of the University of South Wales is held in the city of Newport on the 6th day of April 2022. Today, we honour scholars who have demonstrated through their intellect and scholarly effort that they are qualified to be admitted to the degrees and qualifications of the university. In honouring their achievement, let all here present recognise their dedication and celebrate their success. We invest in them our hope and expectation that they will put their talent and learning at the service of their professions and our communities. We trust that they will contribute to the future of our society with honour and distinction.
Pro-Chancellor, I present to the congregation the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education, candidates that have been awarded the Doctor of Philosophy. Emily Groves, in recognition of a program of work entitled Extending Validation and Application of the Good Behavior Game in Diverse Educational Context. The program was carried out under the direction and supervision of Professor Jennifer Austin, Dr. Richard May, and Professor David Shearer, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Victoria Markham, in recognition of a program of work entitled Evaluating Barriers to Skill Acquisition for Children with Language Delays Receiving Behavior Analytic Instruction, an experimental analysis. The program was carried out under the direction and supervision of Dr. Richard May, Professor Gareth Roderick Davis, and Professor Jennifer Austin, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Catherine Nelson, in recognition of a program of work entitled Emotional Intelligence and Academic Achievement in Primary Schools, Development and Initial Evaluation of the EMEAL program. The program was carried out under the direction and supervision of Dr. Janet Pittman and Dr. Jane Prince, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Maxwell Jonathan Stone, in recognition of a program of work entitled Contextualizing, Identifying, and Measuring Psychological Factors Associated with Tapering in Swimming. The program was carried out under the direction and supervision of Professor David Shearer, Dr. Ross Hall, and Dr. Camilla Knight, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education, in collaboration with Swim Wales and Swansea University. The Master of Science in Behavior Analysis and Therapy, Duncan Creasy. Jake Dalmedo. Jasmine Darlival. Lauren Foley. Eleanor Graves. Owen Groves. Georgia Lagden. Jessica Lambadarios. Wenzi Lee. Ellie Matthews. Ki-Tan Nguyen. Lauren Pierce. Lucy Phillips. Katrin Price. Emily Reed. Charlotte Salmon. Natalia Skorin. Karis Thomas. Sydney Timon. Charmaine Williams. Sophie Leanda Williams. Wajiha Khan Zafar. The Master of Science in Business Psychology, UNICAF, Emmanuel Olamide Ajayi. Divine Bijurenda. Nettie Kazaya Chidoka. Cindy Obath. Ashley Chingeto Rusiki. Gladys Ngozi Uma. Ashu Donatu Yukubu. The Master of Science in Clinical Psychology, Lauren Ashcraft. Demi Barnard. Sebgi Kavas. Marina Chakon-Dawson. Abby Cox. Victoria Cutlin. Hive Kanan Dag. Bethan Davies. Divinaha Dilkumar. Holly Driscoll. Rosemary Osai Dufy. Alice Evans. Stephanie Ann Excel. Philip Flockton. Laura Freddy. Bethan Green. Daniel Hall. Chloe Hoggins. Elizabeth Kretschumer. Fionn Lacey. Amanda Lewis. Lynn McKayen. Ashley Jade Teresa Moore. Serena Na Takuatung. Tayanga Nayarinder. Carrie Olson. Jacob Ryan Alfred Payne. Tiffany Player. William Price. Tara Jane Ruck Harvard. Sophie Snow. Megan Trender. Kira White. Oye Consola Banlani Adaliki. Eke Chuku Afilo Chuwubik. Rebecca Darko. Moses Otaba Karis. Fatima Mahmood Kermali. Francine Patricia Mattish James. Meawa Inyai Ofulu. Lucy Nena Akwa. Claire Van Menen. The Master of Science in Systemic Psychotherapy, Marc Dubois. Martina Walter. The Postgraduate Diploma in Behavior Analysis Supervised Practice, Sophie Bradbury. Henny Gwen Jumawan Kalanad. Jenna Howells. The Postgraduate Diploma in Systemic Practice in Psychotherapy, Carl Williams. The Postgraduate Certificate in Business Psychology, UNICAF, Emmanuel Edward Turimo. The Bachelor of Science in Childhood Development, Hannah Ahmed. Hamida Begum. Emma Boustid. Melissa Dixon. Alexandra Gimitruk. Laura Harris. Georgia Haywood. Lindsay Hiscox. Naima Hussain. Kelsey Jenkins. LJ Jones. Lindy Marie Antoine Lagrasse. Kellen Pennell. Shannon Room. Rachel Margaret Sarton. Katie Sewell. Jamie Lee Stensland. Helen Thomas. Demi Williams.
Bore da pawb. Good morning, everybody. We now hear a musical interlude by students from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. Our National Conservatoire is part of the wider University of South Wales family. These talented performers will graduate with Bachelor and Master of Music degrees of the University of South Wales, and we congratulate them most warmly. Longyfarchiadau. Performing for us today are the Zuckerman Quartet, I Pedwarad Zuckerman, and they will play All of Me, When the Saints Go Marching In, Strutting with Some Barbecue, Take the A Train. Paradigion, question, graduates, honoured guests, congregation, please give a warm welcome to the Zuckerman Quartet, I Pedwarad Zuckerman.
the Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Mohammed Alam. William David Robert Atwood. Aisha Bainham. Tenku Hanis Rasidina Binti Tenku Ahmad Hanafiya. Amber Boys. Leonie Jade Bryan. Gia Burgess. Emily Burnell. Joanna Chachura. Antigone Jemima Cooper. April Donnelly. Charlotte Louise Evans. Leah Fletcher. Charlotte Francis. Joe Jose Gandarino Lopez. Lauren Geen. Caitlin Gordon. Emily Hamer. Kiana Amy Hickey. Kate Elizabeth Hollis. Melanie Hollywell. Peter Horgan Brown. Ethan Reese Horton. Eleanor James. Saskia Jones. Rachel Jones Terry. Misha Kenning. Sally Lane. Sun Lau. Danielle Lee. Kellen Lewis. Abby Samantha May. Ellie Morgan. Shelby Morris. Stephanie Patricia Moss. Macy Jude Morant. Rebecca Payne. Caitlin Pedder. Emily Phillips. Leah Plant. Jake Porch. Abigail Elizabeth Robbins. Amy Rogers. Matthew Rogers. Caitlin Rosser. Emily Jane Ruck. Kate Shepherd. Anwar Siziba. Victoria Elena Spark. Lauren Thomas. Sophie Louise Thorpe. Charlotte Tibbles. Julia Tridnowska. Bethan Ermston. Shelley Viazani. Sarah Wells. Jade West. Daniel Williams. Sarah Jane Wiltshire. Mark Wright. Hanan Yassin. Jasmine Zolatuna. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Behaviour Analysis, Ellis Louise Abdo. Caris Amos. Kay Amanda Bedford. Alex Louise Benjamin. Caroline Enid Edgley. Chloe Elizabeth Evans. Matthew Jake Harvey Knowles. Sophie Hollenby. Charlotte Jones. Amber Louise Matthews. Sadie Marie Morgan Taylor. April Elizabeth Norris. Ransford Kwame Okia. Judith Prance. Kelly Louise Jessica Underwood. Nicola Walsh. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, Sean Martin Hyatt. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Counselling, Rhyn ap Gwilym. Julia Florence Cooper. Michaela Caulfield. Bethan Hannah Joy Davis. Angela Dennett. Mia Brianna Dixon. Brianna Evans. Katie Rose Francis. Leah Mary Hopes. Claudia Eve Jones. Samantha Lowton. Lonnie Marshall. Nez Parr. Caitlin Jane Phillips. Katie Roberts. Bethan Thomas. Phoebe Thomas. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Criminology and Criminal Justice, Sumaya Ahmed. Tanisha Burke. Victoria Cooper. Chloe Davis. Helen Lowry Dibble. Danya Duckett. Leah Edwards. Chantel Evans. Theodora Diana Fologia. Georgia Elizabeth Howells. Katie Joseph. Ray Louise Lewis. Courtney Ludlow. Laura McGrath. Keris Morgan. Gabriella Perry. Siobhan Pocock. Gabrielle Radford. Rebecca Rayleigh. Tia Razak. David Rudkowski. Sam Searle Richards. Sophie Tyrrell. Megan Ann Wordingham. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Developmental Disorders, Emily Archibald. Emily Victoria Curtis. Tamarantha Demetria Esselmont. Keely Louise Evans. Lindsay Farthing Jones. Lisa Joanne Hodge. Jessica Jones. Ellie Mae Kayla. Samantha Med. Rebecca Jane Mulholland. Jade Catherine Olive Palmer. Alicia Preferment. Emily Phillips. Fionn Marley Rees. Melissa Femina Ray Simai. Caitlin Walsh. Zoe Welfare. For the Bachelor of Science in Sport and Exercise Psychology, Nathan Bowen. Gethin Thomas Hall. Poppy Jones. Cameron Linton. Lily Thomas. For the Bachelor of Science in Sports Psychology, Andrew Alexander Antonio Cosiello. Emily Gower. Odette Natalie Hornby. Sam Jessup. Sean Jones. Courtney Newman. For the Bachelor of Science in Systemic Counselling, James Allen Bridgman. Elizabeth Brotherton. Alexandra Catt. Louisa Davis. Bethan Jenkins. Celia Lima. Adrian Lloyd. Nicola Maguire. Hayley McCleary. Judith Grace Morton. Sue O'Brien. James Parry. Sarah Payne. Karen Thomas. Mark Thomas. For the Foundation Degree in Science in Psychology, Cardiff and Vale College, Barry, Sharifa Abdul Cheek. Rachel Clissold. Nicola Ferriday. Tracy Huxtable. Natalie Jeremy. Inga Takut. For the Foundation Degree in Science in Psychology, Merthyr Tydfil College, Julie Andrews. Nicola Beattie. Tracy Bridges. Alice Jones. Sian Lewis. Anna Lopo. Emily May. Sarah Jane McInnes. Catherine Scory. Robin Thomas. Jodie Wickens. Stacey Williams. For the Diploma of Higher Education in Psychology, Amanda Jane Murray. For the Certificate of Higher Education in Childhood Development, Lucy Catherine Fennelly. For the Certificate of Higher Education in Psychology, Cardiff and Vale College, Barry, Michelle Collingwood. For the Certificate of Higher Education in Psychology with Criminology and Criminal Justice, Angela Bowen. For the Master of Science in Clinical Psychology, Emmanuel Anabai Sarpay. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Criminology and Criminal Justice, Morgan Congreve. For the Certificate of Higher Education in Psychology, Louise Nichols. For the Bachelor of Science in Childhood Development, Tasfia Maisha. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Chloe Singh. For the Master of Science in Clinical Psychology, Asli Erna Yurtdas. For the Master of Science in Psychology, UNICAF, Ayanique Ogamene Murphy. For the Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Counselling, Abida Khatun. For the Foundation Degree in Science in Psychology, Cardiff and Vale College, Barry, Marie Bailey. For the Master of Science in Business Psychology, UNICAF, Narvet Carter. For the Master of Science in Clinical Psychology, Alexander Koralchuk. Congregation, colleagues, friends, guests, and most importantly, graduates. Graduation is always an occasion for very formal academic ceremony. But more significantly, perhaps, for all you in the audience, it is a moment of great pride. Indeed, for parents, partners, and friends here today, it is also a moment of great emotion. Especially today, after we've all had such a long wait for this day because of the global pandemic. Everyone on this stage shares your pride in our new graduate success. I would also like to take a moment to recognise that our graduates did not achieve this success entirely alone. Sitting in the audience today are the people who they relied upon implicitly for support, encouragement, and understanding as they tackled the challenges of their degree in what can only be described as unprecedented times. So I'm sure you will agree with me when I say they deserve a warm round of applause. For each and every one of us on the stage today, it is the high point in the university year and one we have greatly missed over the last 2 years. I want to pay tribute to the nearly 3,000 staff of this great university. They too have played their part, teaching, mentoring, feeding, supporting, counselling, encouraging, and occasionally chivying, I suspect. Bringing about student success is what my colleagues are all about. Therefore, I believe they too deserve our acknowledgement of and appreciation for the part they played. However, primarily today is a celebration of you, our new graduates, and your achievements. We know from long experience that the higher education this university provides is highly valued by employers, and the university's success in fitting its students for the world of work is justifiably a source of gratification. However, we are equally proud of our impact in transforming individual lives through education, training, and knowledge. We strongly believe that USW nurtures citizens who, as they go out in the world, can and will play a constructive role in public life. You not only have the ability to think critically, to subject assertions to robust analysis, to explore difficult or contentious issues in an atmosphere of respect and positive expectation. That is a crucial skill in any walk of life. You also have amazing resilience and commitment to have studied and achieved throughout a global pandemic, which altered our lives in so many ways. These are timeless values. They are fundamental to USW. We hope they are now your values too, as scholars and graduates of our university. All of you, as alumni of the University of South Wales, are now ambassadors, both for the university itself and for what we strive to achieve. Well done, all of you, and our warmest best wishes go with you for your continued success. Thank you. I now declare the degree congregation of the University of South Wales closed. Please can I invite you all now to stand for the national anthem.